You know, when I became your pastor 10 years ago now, I had several dreams about ministries for our church. One of the dreams that I had was that our church would be able to put a face to the gospel in multiple places in this community. One of those places was a counseling center. I just felt led by the Lord to take that kind of expression of the gospel into our community. Well, fortunately, the decisions about a counseling center were already beginning to be discussed even prior to my coming as your pastor. A decision had already been made by several leaders in our church that is something we needed. And so shortly after I arrived, we actually established our Center for Counseling and Enrichment. And we were able to bring Dr. Mike Stedham and his wife Mary to come and be a part of our church. And Mike joined our staff, and he has been the leader of our counseling center since its inception. And I know for a fact that it is one of the ways that this church ministers the gospel to the people of this community. And we also know that when sometimes people experience challenging times in their families, in the relationships they have with their children, or in problems they may have in their marriage, or in the emotional times where there's challenges with things like depression and discouragement and despondency, sometimes the financial means to get the help that you need is not always available. So our church has established a special fund just for those times and for those people. We call it the Samaritan Fund. And during the month of September, we always collect an offering that carries us through the entire year. You can give to the Samaritan Fund anytime, but we emphasize it particularly during the month of September. So this is the time of the year for us to do that. And as you give money through the Samaritan Fund, I want you to know you are helping real people, and they are dealing with real problems. You just might be a part of helping to save a marriage. You may be a part of helping restore relationships between parents and children. Or you might be the link that a person who's very discouraged needs to get them to the place where they'll be healthy and hopeful again. So I just want to encourage you as members of First Baptist Arlington, first of all, to pray for our counseling center, Dr. Stedham, his whole staff, and this ministry. I also want to encourage you to give to the Samaritan Fund. I promise you, it is money well invested.